Hey guys, Merry Christmas to everyone. Just wanna sit and chat with you guys tonight, show you off a couple of our new enclosures we've been working on. This one right here is probably one of my favorites so far right now. This is our new baby turtle enclosure. We have some fresh seed. These right here, these little plants are actually just seeds that I planted that are already starting to grow. Those guys were just planted not maybe 4 or 5 days ago. Already starting to grow into little flowers. This will hopefully all be all covered with green plant growth. You can see some back there. We got some ferns and we got some pothos in there for these guys. You can see we made them a nice little waterfall over here. Some rocks and some driftwood we've collected. We did a nice substrate in the bottom. We have our rock drainage layer on the bottom here, our aqua soil, and then a nice sand bottom, because we actually have a couple of Florida soft shell turtles in here, which love to burrow down into that sand. We have 2 albino radiated sliders, and we have a couple of baby pink belly side necks. You can see they kind of uprooted some of the plants I've had there. I'm gonna have to go in and replant some of that stuff. We got some duckweed on the top here. We got a couple of fish. We got a small group of zebra danios, fairly fast moving fish there. They'll should be able to keep away from the turtles. They have plenty of cover they can go into to get away from the turtles to not get eaten. But they should get along pretty well with the turtles in there. But these enclosures have been a lot of fun to make. This has been one that I've been wanting to make for a while for my baby turtles. Upgrade them from their holding bin that they've been in for the last month or so. Finally got to build them out a nice tank where they have a nice sandy substrate bottom. This really cool. The main focus of this was this big piece of driftwood here that I found when we were recently down on vacation down in Virginia. Found this really cool big piece of driftwood that we cleaned up, sanitized, baked it, so we make sure it didn't have any parasites or any bacteria or anything like that. So we baked it, sanitized it, and I thought it would be a really cool centerpiece for our baby turtle enclosure. This little flat piece right here is probably my favorite. I feel like that'd be a perfect basking spot for these baby turtles, which actually just found one of the albino red-eared sliders was out basking on it when they came down here tonight. Let's see if we can get one of these guys out of here. When you guys want to come out? There they go. Here's one of our nice albino red-eared sliders. Saw this guy out basking on this log right here earlier. Such a pretty turtle. It's one of these turtles I've been wanting for a long time. Finally this year got a chance to get a couple of these babies. Beautiful albino red ears. If we can see, you see down there we got one of our Florida soft shell turtles. Another really cool turtle. These guys do get huge. So these guys will definitely be upgraded into a massive outdoor pond. When they get big enough out, you can actually see one of them has buried themselves right down into the sand down there. I don't know if you can see it. So if we can get a top down. Right down there, you can see one of them actually buried themselves down into the sand. They love digging into this this sandy substrate here. Alright. Got some Amazon swords down here. Next, we're probably going to be getting some Java moss. It'll be fun to keep in here. We want to see if we can get some shrimp breeding in here. We get some larger shrimp that the turtles shouldn't bother too bad. That would look really cool in here. Eventually, these guys, when these turtles start growing up a little bit, they will upgrade them into a much larger enclosure. But I thought this was a really fun enclosure to build. Next, I'm gonna take a look at some of our Rankin's dragons. This did look a lot nicer till a couple days ago. They ate all their pothos back there. There was a nice big pothos plant back here that they ate all up. They do have some nice succulents there. This one here was much bigger. They actually ate some of that succulent down there. It's 3 of our Rankin's dragons that we've had for a couple of years now. It's a really fun species. They're the smaller cousin to the bearded dragons. These guys are Pagona viticeps. They're about 10 to 12 inches, full grown. Same care as a bearded dragon. Same temperature needs, food, all that stuff. But I've actually seen them utilizing. They've got a nice cave under here, under the warm spot where they like to go in. And over on this side, they got a nice buried cave in their cool end over here. Again, all of these cool pieces of driftwood were sourced from our trip down to Virginia earlier this year. Let's go take a look at our other Rankin's dragon enclosure, which they haven't destroyed quite as bad. Over here. Here is our other. These are our a little bit older pair. These guys are probably about 2 or 3 years old now. Hopefully will be breeding for us this coming season. You can see they've eaten some of their pothos, but they've left most of it there, so hopefully they won't chow down too much of it. Hey buddy, how you doing? So hopefully they won't chew down too much of it. There we go. A little wider. Got a nice money tree for them back up in there. I always want to put something down into their water so that when they do have their bugs, their crickets, their roaches, anything that's in here, the bugs that may fall down into their water dish, I want their bugs to have a way to climb back up out. So that's why you'll see rocks in all of these water dishes and the dragons over here. Coming over to say hi? frustrated a little bit here, but not too bad. Again, with these guys, we've given them a nice deep, probably about 4-inch layer of substrate, egg crate on the bottom, and we have a drainage layer of some pebbles. Then on the top we have a mixture of sand and topsoil, and then some more soil right on the top to kind of mimic what they would naturally have out in the wild, and to give them plenty of substrate to be able to dig down into when they hopefully start breeding this year. We did have a pair of Rankins that we've bred for the last several years. Unfortunately, the pair just both passed away within the last year and a half. They were Rankins dragons only live for between 6 to 10 years on average, and they're both up there about 5 or 6 years old. But they've given us plenty of babies, which one of these is one of the babies I got from them. The male in here is one of the babies, and the 3 in the earlier enclosure that we saw are 3 of their other babies I had from our founding pair of Rankins dragons. Closed. And let's take a look at some baby bearded dragons. These guys are fun. These are some of our babies here. All of these baby beardies are for sale. You can check out on our Facebook page. There's a mix of stuff here. We have, like that one right there, we have some really nice genetic stripe stuff here. A couple of hypos. These guys are all about 4 or 5 months old. Eating well. Again, these are the bearded dragons, so they will get full grown. These guys will get upwards of 18 to 24 inches. Let's go over our adults real quick. Again, a little tour of our place tonight. Our crested gecko's back there. It's a female Dalmatian, and our male's hiding here somewhere. There he is. Alright, let's go take a look at our bearded dragons over here. You guys want to say hi to everyone? Uh-oh. Yep. Sorry about that, guys. We went a little out of range. So we will see our adult bearded dragons in another video. I got a video upcoming soon with all of those guys. Sit back down here with our turtles. So it's probably one of the enclosures I like to make the best are these semi-aquatic paludariums. I plan on making a lot more of these in the future. Some nice bigger ones with a nice water area where you can keep turtles and amphibians, a couple of different kinds of fish, maybe some shrimp or some crayfish. And then I'll make some taller ones so I can have a lid on so I can keep some arboreal animals, again, like different types of frogs or some small lizards. I do love to make community tank pedidariums with different kinds of fish and animals, stuff that you would naturally find coexisting out in the wild. Let's see some of our fish swimming around down there. We've got zebra danios in here. We've got a couple of tiger barbs. We've got some rosy reds and a few mosquito fish. We also have some lava rock here, and down the bottom here, that lava rock has a lot of surface area, which holds in all that good bacteria to help keep the water clean, as well as plants here. Even these plants back here that are up higher, their roots go down into the water, which help keep the water clean. It's always fun to make these kinds of enclosures. All right. So I think that's a wrap up for us tonight, guys. Let us know in the comments down below what you'd like to see in our next video. If you have some topics that you want to talk about, put those down in the comments below too, and we'll see you guys soon. Bye.